So for those who have missed the past stream, this is pretty much my last branch of side mission. We've already done like I think 2 or 3 side quests for Carrie, and this is pretty much like branching off of Johnny Silverhand's side job. But I kind of want to wrap his stuff up to see where it goes. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to hit up this main mission, which is the point of no return. They even flash it right on your screen. And apparently this is, I guess, the mission that you're locked out of open world events, can't really do anything afterwards. So I kind of want to be 100% sure I at least get done with the important side stories and side jobs and all that, which I've pretty much done most of them that have at least come to me naturally. So I don't know if there's any hidden side stories and all that, but you know, for the most part, I think I got done with most of them. I got Pan Am's done. I got Rivers done. I got Judy's done, and now I'm getting Carrie's done, which is, you know, the old band member from Samurai, the guitarist / side vocalist. So that's where I am. I don't know if there's anything coming up when it comes to side stories. I don't know if there's a big one that's going to come up after Carrie's, but that's the plan. Got mad sidetracked with playing World of Warcraft. And speaking of World of Warcraft, they just announced their new expansion. I think it's called Dragon's Flight. Something crazy. Yeah, get a new type of gameplay called dragon riding. Sounds really cool.
This elevator is out of order. Sorry.
It's out of order. Why are you here?
Oh, okay.
Out of order.
I'll keep it a secret. Don't worry.
Too? He's expecting me.
In that case, enjoy your evening.
Yeah, I knew a couple people when I was streaming on JTV. There was a person that worked with Ubisoft. I don't know if they still do, but there was a person that worked with Ubisoft for quite some time that were kind of leaking information to our channel about like new like Splinter Cells and shit. It was like, oh shit, we're getting like, and it was legitimately correct, and I'm kind of hoping they're still working for Ubisoft. But it was kind of funny. Shit, where do I go? I guess I have to wait. He's on stage with him.
Hey.
Good evening, Night City! Thank you, dears!
Carrie, great to see you.
Yeah, as an employee, you kind of have to be very careful of what you say, especially if a non-disclosure agreement.
Rock's not dead. Oh, yet again. And I'm part of that evolution. These girls are energizing, electrifying. They asked me to lay down a new track with them. The rest is rock history.
Carrie, gotta say you look great. But it wasn't that long ago you were fighting depression. Thinking of hanging up your guitar for good. What changed?
Did I say that? Goes to show you, you shouldn't trust a word that comes out of my mouth. Sweet little lies. Only way I can get at the truth.
Now, girls, how was it to work with the legendary Carrie Yersin?
Oh, it opened up.
Is the most sweet, most most lovely man in the what?
V!
Sorry to interrupt your interview.
This is V, my, right hand. V's the little bird that shows up.
Sorry.
V, quick question. What's it like hanging with Carrie Uridine, a living legend?
It's a wild and crazy ride.
V.
But hey, can't complain.
Thanks, but I really gotta run. Late for my next thing already. Let's go. Unless you feel like giving a few more interviews.
Love at first sight, huh?
Many different kind of
come with me.
loving.
Oh, jeez.
Different at the beginning.
Jeez.
V. Spectre. His old friend. Met him walking in Memphis. Offbeat.
Many love.
Hey,
He's got preem stuff. Give your friends and family discounts, too.
Of course, Mr. Uridine. Special rate for your friends.
let's see what you got.
You can talk biz later. Come with me. I want to show you something.
What do you sell?
Congrats, Care. Decent show. Now that that's behind us, what's Carrie Uridine's next mission? Hit on Kovacic?
Very funny. But yeah, not about to let him get away with it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. But the bastard's gonna regret making me sign those papers.
You try to get out of that deal with the label?
Let's be real. Say I break contract. Then what? Who's gonna release my new tracks? Who's gonna deal with distribution, promotion, influencers, media? Labels have got them all in their pockets. You're out with them, you're out, period.
You'd be free.
Seriously? Free to sing until you're blue in the face, nobody hearing a thing? It's just another kind of cage.
I know how you feel, dude.
Show
Just
you one of my favorite spots.
pretty much
in
this
my
channel.
city. Don't come here often, but when I do, it's important.
Should I feel special?
Don't let it go to your head.
Some of the
Told
vistas,
them to
man.
Shut the place down for the day.
Is that what I
Can't
think
get
it is?
enough of
It's
this.
real fruit.
Love looking at this city from above.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. That's scary, though.
Well,
Only place you fall asleep thinking you're special, then wake up knowing you're no one.
Carrie, can see something's eating you.
keep thinking about our conversation at Caliente.
Us cracks, you and the slaves to the corpo grind.
Guess I wasn't completely honest with you. Or myself, for that matter.
Yeah, I have no clue, but anytime I see those, it's like, who would swim in that?
Talk to me.
See, thought I was afraid everybody think me another corpo slave. But I was just afraid I'd be in someone's shadow again.
Again?
Lived in Johnny's for years. Part of the scenery, machinery. Helping him shine brighter. Never believed I'd make it on my own without Silverhand.
That why he left Samurai. Fuck.
But you did make it. Big, too. Only diehards remember Samurai now. You, everybody knows your name.
You think that changes anything? Wake up with the same thought every damn day. That I might somehow fade into this town's steam, stench, murk. For good. Night City's a city of shadows. Done everything I could to walk clear of them for years. Fuck.
Time you stop being afraid. Don't need to be.
Think it's that simple?
You can make a relationship with him.
You'll be fine. Without me, too.
Fuck. Yeah, I sure hope so.
Should get back. Everyone downstairs is waiting. For you?
I know. Aim to knock back a few to this town tonight. And me in it. But I'm gonna stay up here a bit longer. You go ahead.
Isn't he like 70 or 80 years old? Depending on the time, because he said, you know, he did some shit with
Okay.
Johnny back in 2020. And it's 2077 now. But I was like, okay, if he did stuff with Johnny, oh, there's a bunch of money right there. And I can't even grab it. Yeah, like even like Rogue, isn't she like practically the same age? It would be like dating a grandpa. Yeah, 50 years ago, plus his age when he was back in his 20s. Yeah, I'm thinking they were probably like early 20s back in 2020. Oh shit, that means like they were born in the 2000s. Oh my god, they were born in 2000s? They weren't even 90s kids. So I am kind of wondering if his story is done, or is there one more? There might be one more. I don't know. $120 to $130s. Yeah, in this universe, it does make sense because of technology and stuff. They probably had some type of gene therapy going on too. I think they even kind of talk about gene splicing and therapy. Because some of the beasts, like, they're way bigger than what you would ever consider a human being, even on steroids, should look like. And most of that could be machinery inside their, you know, their epidural. So I don't know. Yeah, they can replace a heart. They can replace certain organs. But the only thing I think people can't replace is the brain. And that's like the biggest obstacle for most of those universes. Oh shit. You know what that kind of reminded me of? There's a really good futuristic story, a sci-fi story that does it really well. And I forgot what it was called. Shit. It's a series on Netflix too. But people can live on with different bodies after they pass away, as long as they have like a backup of themselves. I forgot what it was. Altered Carbon. Yeah, there you go. that first season of Altered Carbon, mwah, beautiful. I enjoyed the second season too, but my favorite season out of that show, God, that was a fantastic series. Yeah, I think they called them sleeves. So that was another sci-fi series that also did the whole Ghost in the Shell type of storyline. Like Ghost in the Shell, man, it had there might have been another story before Ghost in the Shell that definitely talked about, you know, living on after death. But man, every time I talk about it, Ghost in the Shell just comes back up. Ah. Look at this. Nan's got her story out. Let's call my vehicle. I think even was it there's a bunch of like classic sci-fi stories that still really hold up. I think even 1987 is still considered technically sci-fi. Or no, it's considered dystopian because it's a dystopian universe. But that's even relevant still. A lot of people are picking that book back up. It's crazy. So almost a little scary too. It's like, shit, that book that guy wrote in what, the 20s or 30s, like, is relevant now? Still relevant? You gotta be fucking kidding me. So I believe that, I don't know if you're familiar with this series, or another, I think it's another board game too, this Syndicate. I believe that could be a possible future for our world eventually, because it is kind of going that way. One day, and it's very weird. It's a very thin line though. The world could be ruled, like countries and everything are ruled by certain corporations, mega corporations. So I would, it's weird to say, but I think it's super highly possible, man. Especially how much power they have even now. It's crazy. All these stories that were written either, 60s, 70s, or 80s, or even way further on, have, they were just, sci-fi, dystopian storytelling. They're all fictional, right? There's something about them. They kind of saw things before all that. And now it's all becoming, a reality. All I'm saying is, if there are mega complexes like mega blocks and all that, and I'm still alive, I want to work with a Judge Dredd. I mean, a judge. I want to work with a judge, okay? I'm gonna be on the long arm of the law. Speaking of a series I would love to see as a really good video game series, Judge Dredd. They haven't made a good Judge Dredd game, I don't think, ever. And it is an IP that they could do so much with. Like, make a really good fucking Judge Dredd. Oh my god. That's my dream for video games. Make a amazing Judge. It doesn't even have to be Judge Dredd. You don't even have to play as Judge Dredd. But if you can play as a judge that is either being like maybe even, an underling of Judge Dredd to maybe take his place one day in the future, that would be cool. I mean, just something. Something based upon that universe would be really cool. And that's also super dystopian too, because you have law enforcers that play judge, jury, and executioner. Like, they literally judge you right on the fucking spot, and if they deem you worthy of death, by trial of their own accord, you're fucking dead. They're gonna blast your fucking head off. I do have to say, you should probably try and find certain. It's very hard for me to kind of send you if you're ever interested in Judge Dredd. But the newest Judge Dredd movie, I think it came out in the late. I don't know if it came in the late 2000s or something like that. It has what's his face that what's his character's face? I'm gonna look up the actor. But the newest Judge Dredd has he played it perfectly. But let's see, because the first Judge Dredd, the first movie of Judge Dredd, Sylvester Stallone played Judge Dredd, and he was okay and everything. He actually fit the part. He had that mean mug look to him every fucking time you saw him. But let's see, Judge Dredd. Yeah, it was back in 2012 the movie came out, and it's sadly an underrated film. Carl Urban played Judge Dredd. He did a phenomenal job. I was really happy of how he portrayed Judge Dredd. But that's a series, that's the type of universe I would like to see put in a video game format one day. Yeah, like Carl Urban's really fucking good. His career has expanded well over time, even after like Lord of the Rings and all that, because he played a pretty decent part in Lord of the Rings as well. So I would love to see him. I'd just love to see him in more movies too. Hopefully they bring back Judge Dredd. Have him play Judge, Mr. Dredd again. The long arm of the law. That'd be very fun. All right. You're in my. Who is this? Oh, this is River. Oh shit. Is this where I have to break it off with him? Yeah, you can say that. He's doing a fantastic job in The Boys, and I can't wait for the next season. Speaking of another take when it comes to like superheroes, it's kind of refreshing to see that, superheroes. Ideally, you want them to be good, just worthy. They know the morals of like what's good and bad. But in the universe of The Boys, they don't really have the morality system that you would want them to have. They're all pieces of shit. And it works so fucking well when it comes to that universe. And you can see, like, they even, like, first episode, you can see how deadly a superhero can be, even just by making a mistake. It is really cool. One of my favorite comics of all time is like, I forgot what the absolute title was it about, but it was Superman when he got raised by the Soviet Union. I think it was like Superman Red. It was like Red something, Red Soldier or something like that. But yeah, it was like when Superman gets raised by the Soviet Union of all things. It was like, dude, imagine that as a fucking movie. Oh my god, you get to see Superman as practically a villain because the morality of, at least when the people that grew up during the Soviet Union time, would have been insane. See Superman grow up in that just way of thinking. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. That's like one of the very good, like almost like learning parts of the Boys, is that power gets to people's head, and due to the fact they've had this, untamed power that no one else can really match them except for, villains and other superheroes and all that, they feel like they're gods, and practically one of them is almost a god because no one can match the son of a bitch. Like, there's almost no consequences except for everyone in the world hating him once they find out what he has done and stuff like that. Which I think that's what they're gonna maybe try and tackle, hopefully, in the next season. I haven't read the comics though. I really should read the comics. I just get a bunch of like an omnibus or something like that for The Boys and just read it. Because I have a feeling they even cover some things that the show can't even cover. So I was like, okay, I gotta read this. I gotta read this one day. But yeah, I don't know if there's any more side story stuff that I need to really hit up. I'm gonna try and pass the time like 24 hours and see if anyone calls. See if Carrie calls one more time, but yeah. He wrote an article. So riding a motorcycle, checked into the via smart link, immediately said before I turned the bike, learned to push the throttle forward. Oh, this is a promiscuous type of dream, huh? Lewd. Lewd. Too lewd for Twitch. Yeah, we were talking about the whole terms of service yesterday when it comes to like sexual activity in games or nudeness and all that. But I think about 4 years ago, like Twitch definitely put down their thumb when it comes to saying if there is a sex scene going on in a game, or if there's nudity involved, for a good example, Conan Exiles, as long as you're not bringing attention towards said scene, you can totally broadcast it. And I was like, that's the key. That's the key thing. As long as you're not pointing out, it's like, oh, her boobs are big. It was like, god damn, that's a big dick. As long as you're not putting attention towards it, Twitch has no problem with nudity or sex scenes or anything. As long as it, because it's a part of the game, it's a part of the storytelling, it's understandable. But as long as you're not super hyper focused on it, Twitch don't have a fucking shit. They don't give a fuck about it. Except if you're drawing it, because that means you're bringing attention towards it. But Twitch has a problem with art and artists. That's the weird part when it comes to Twitch. They have a very weird relationship with sexuality. Yeah, if you're an artist that draws somewhat lewd or very lewdish characters, and that's what you do, like even my artwork, I tend to draw like a good 90% of my artwork is lewd artwork. That's why I don't stream myself drawing. There's a lot of people that get fucked over by Twitch because that's what most people are good at. It's like a lot of people like to draw lewd artwork. And the other 10% of my artwork is pointillism. And that is very boring to see actually being done. And that's why I just don't stream artwork in general. So I don't think anyone's gonna call me. I don't know if I need to just drive around a bit. Maybe I'll set a waypoint and drive for like a minute or two and see if like someone calls. So where am I right now? So I'm right here. I'm gonna drive all the way over here. And if no one calls me by then, I think it's safe to say that we can begin the main mission. Who knows? I think I can track this and it shouldn't be on my map. Okay. Let's see. Alright, cool. There's nothing else on my map. Oh yeah. I've had an art piece I did for Lars, the other crazy gamer, my wife. I did a pointillism piece, and it was actually a religious pointillism piece from, it's called a redemption or exodus of Jesus Christ. That art piece took about, when it comes to work time, overall work time, took me 165 hours to finish from start to beginning. 165 hours of putting dots on a fucking art piece. I was so destroyed by the time I was finished with that art piece. So I get like a slight inkling of what it's like when it comes to being patient, when it comes to at least developing a video game. It's like, yeah, I wasn't coding I wasn't working on 3D models, but I put in as much effort as any other artist would when it comes to, like, you know, painting a master, like their magnum opus, for instance, that would take them years to finish. Yeah, but you can definitely tell when a computer does a pointillism piece. There's no flaws in it, so it doesn't look as good. There's no character within that art piece. Because I think some of the best art pieces have flaws. You can see the personality and what they were going through during that time of when they were creating that art piece. And I think that's the whole thing with art, is it reflects what the emotions of said artist was going through during that time period. I'm gonna switch to radio. Yeah, there's some AI generated art though that actually look pretty cool. You can definitely tell there's some huge flaws in the AI generated art, but some of the AI generated shit though, man, gets crazy. It's real crazy. It's like, how is this real? How is this fucking real? I swear this was made by a human being. Yeah, there's even some 3D generated, like, characters and all that too. Like, they're not just doing 2D stuff now. Like, people have programmed an AI to make, like, worlds. People have made AIs to create characters, environmental effects, all in the namesake of possible video game development or things like 3D animation for, like, stuff like Pixar. That stuff is getting crazier and crazier by the day. I was like, I don't know where I am anymore in life. Is it even worth doing art anymore? When you have to compete with freaking AI. It's like, man, not only the fact that I have to compete with myself or I have to compete with other artists, if you're that type of person. I usually try not to compare myself to other artists. But now you have to kind of, like, think about, like, oh shit, now AI's doing the same shit as me. Sometimes better. I feel disheartened. I've never been actually this far out. Oh shit. Can you actually get past this point? What happens if you get past this point? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna see what happens if you get past this point. Wonder if there's, like, landmines and shit. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress. Oh shit. Yeah, speaking of Dwarf Fortress. Alright, let's see what happens when we get over here. Oh, my headlights are out, so I can't see shit. Oh wait, let's pass some time so I can actually see. I do want to see what happens when you get too far out.
Good morning, Night City! Is it a mirage?
Yeah.
Hologram? No.
I think that's their whole goal with things like metaverse and all that too. They really want to, like, get people eventually to the point to where it's like Ready Player One and shit.
My friends, it's clear open skies, but don't take it from me. Get out there and enjoy.
Turn back, nothing. Oh, they just do that. There's nothing out there for you. So that's their invisible wall. Just kind of flip you around. Yeah, the whole, yeah, relaxing of DMCA stuff and changing of laws and all that would have to change too. Well, hello there. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I think Metaverse is technically right now. It's VR chat with NFTs. That's pretty much what Metaverse is for Meta. They're not Facebook anymore. Come on, get with the times. So stupid. How do you fucking coin the word meta? You assholes. God, Zuckerberg and his freaking board of directors need to go fuck themselves. Trying to coin the word meta. You can blow me. Oh, hey, Mr. Zuckerberg. How deep can you swallow? You're a robot, right? You don't have a gag reflex. I'm going to hell. I guess we're doing the main story. No one's calling me. No one's sending me texts in the game. Oh, God, yeah, that's true. I mean, in the past 2 years, I forgot how many words have been added to the Webster dictionary that make no fucking sense. Like, the whole entire, like, English dictionary has been flipped on its head when it comes to certain meanings, you know, new words. I don't even know what fucking words are out there anymore when it comes to being an actual legitimate word now. Okay. Guys, I think it's about that time. Oh, wait, I got text messages. 1 second. Judy sent me a message. Like, yeah, the generation currently growing up right now, the Zoomers. Because some of Laura's family members are Zoomers. I mean, yeah, they're younger siblings, but I think they're considered Zoomers. At least 4 of her siblings are considered Zoomers, I think, because of what time they were born. Like, what's the time period you're considered a Zoomer? And what is the generation after them? Like, when does that start? I guess when they start having kids, right? That's usually how you would, like, measure the time in which a new generation begins. But it wasn't like that when it came to Generation X people. If you're a Generation X person that was born shortly in between, I think, boomers and millennials, you were the Generation X, which was a very short time period, apparently. Like, that, they considered, like, they said that was the forgotten generation. Because no one talks about Generation X people. But they're alive. It's not like they were born before the boomers. In this case, the long term for them is baby boomers. But yeah, it's weird. No one talks about Generation X, man. Keep dreaming about being married to an ex who kept stabbing me in my hand with a sharp knife. What the fuck? Oh boy. God, I've had weird dreams like that. Yeah, I think when Laura and I were first dating, before, of course, we got married, I had some really weird, really weird dreams about, like my ex, and how like pissed off I was when I woke up. And Laura would be like, "Oh, you're not in a good mood today." He was like, "Yep, I'm not in a good mood today." Hmm. I don't understand what you are saying. I don't know what that word is actually. I know a little bit of, I'm thinking that's Spanish. Yeah, Spanish, right? I don't know what that word is. And of course, knowing V, she probably wouldn't know too much Spanish, even though she did hang out with Jackie for a while. You would think she would know, but looks like Judy's gonna have to teach her some Spanish. Oh, okay. Point of no return. I'm still thinking. Because once we get on the elevator, there's no turning back, right? I'm thinking. I'm gonna lollygag for a second and make sure I'm making the right choice here. So, let's cross-reference all the things we've done in the game so far. So we're pretty much at this point in the main mission. We've done most of the side story stuff, side missions. Judy's done with, Judy's done with, Carrie's done with, Panam's done with, River's story is pretty much done. I've done all of the little extra bits and crafts. I've done a bunch of, well, I haven't done like half of the cyber psycho shit, but yeah, let's just say I think we're good to press on and just beat the game now, but I don't know. Yeah, so you in order, if you want to do anything else at this point in between beating the game, because once you beat the game, you can continue, wrapping up 100% the game and stuff like that. But I'm just really trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to finish up before I continue the main story. I don't think there is, though. I really don't think there is. So let's see. I'm just gonna check through all that shit. Cyber Psycho stuff I don't think is super important. I don't even know if there's any like big ass reward after finishing all that. Then you have the Fight Club stuff, which we didn't even do during the stream. But as I say, now that I have the gorilla arms, I think we could we could probably beat it in one go. But we probably shouldn't. There's of course all these little gigs I could do. I don't know if any of these are really fun. Some of the gigs are pretty interesting, but I don't think it's necessary. Cyber Psycho stuff, not necessary. NCPD stuff, not necessary. Purchasable vehicles and apartments, not necessary. I think we're good. I really don't think we're going to miss out on anything once we beat the game. And there is going to be an expansion coming out next year. So, I'm not worried about it. I think it's 100% safe to say, at least on my part as the streamer, we can continue. And I've already maxed out my street cred. I don't know what the max level is for the game. Is it 40 or 50? Or is it 60? What is the max level? It does make me wonder. It's like, what is the max level? And also when the 50 or 60, somewhere around that, so I'm not even close to max level. But yeah, it's like, I've done a shit ton of things in this game, but apparently just There's so much to do when it comes to NCPD stuff, if anything. NCPD stuff and the rest of the cyber psychos are like the thing that's going to take most of my time after I beat this game. Oh, that's so much busy work. So much busy. I'm going to try and get all that shit done before the expansion comes out too. So by the time I come back to this game next year, if the expansion is good, I will most likely have this game platinum. Highly guaranteed this game's going to be platinum before the expansion comes out. Fuck it. Let's get in there. Fuck it.
God, I feel sick.
They could, yeah, that's a possibility.
This porcelain bitch is the worst kind of news.
I know. I'll be careful.
Not exactly one of your strong suits. Listen, first sign of trouble, we Delta.
First time in Embers. She's waiting.
She emptied the place. Shit.
So I'm slowly dying as I walk towards her.
Excellent. You have come.
Thanks for meeting me.
Of course, V. And I thank you. Before we discuss details, I feel I owe you an explanation.
Yeah, don't want to get spoilers. Understandable.
Why I changed my mind and wish to help.
Weren't sure of anything. If you could trust me. If Yorinobu killed your father. No?
I knew. From the start.
You knew?
All the board members knew. Not one soul even slightly interested in the matter believed in the poisoning. Details were disparate, inconsistent.
You knew, but didn't do a thing about it? Why? Suddenly sprout a conscience just yesterday?
My father had flaws. I know this. I harbor no illusions about it.
She has some shoulders on her.
When a thorn needed removal, my father ordered it without a thought to mercy.
Do you lift weights?
A way of being Yorinobu could not abide. But to my father, ends ever justified means. Saburo Arasaka has always valued just one thing. Do you know what it is?
Is it power?
Power?
Family. Our family.
Are you sure about
I was
that?
to be its heart. To uphold life. Ensure continuity. Stability. Never to oppose it.
Huh. Guess Yorinobu's instructions were a little different?
Yorinobu raised his hand against our father. But he is an Arasaka. He is family. I do not expect you to understand. I wish you merely to know I do not oppose my brother willingly. That it is difficult.
Mm-hmm. He's your brother. It's been hard, it'll be hard. Let's say I get that. But what changed your mind?
We received a warning during the parade. Security protocols were violated. The first doubts sprouted then. They grew yet greater in your hideout, when my brother's assault group arrived not to rescue, but to kill.
Yorinobu was just plain willing to sacrifice you.
My father was right about my brother. He never cared for us. I was brought up to be the heart of the family. It is time for the Arasakas to listen to their heart. It will bring justice. Did you bring Soul Killer, as we agreed you would?
Finger on the trigger, don't say a word.
Seem on edge? Something got you spooked?
I don't know. 3 times now that AB has flown by.
Think someone might have tailed you?
We must not get distracted.
Look, someone knows you're here.
Soul Killer.
Of course I didn't bring Soul Killer. Afraid we don't know each other that well.
You prefer to keep your guard up. Understandable, but unnecessary. We are here because I know how to save your life. I can lead you to Mikoshi.
Meaning, Mikoshi don't exist in real space.
Yet its access points do.
Is that dress even comfortable? I
Where?
don't think they are.
Here in Night City, beneath Arasaka Tower.
We ought to leave. Right now.
Wanna leave?
What gave you that idea?
Quit butting in so I can hear her out.
This is gonna be a disaster.
Sit. We have little time.
Sure know how to prick up my ears. Go on, talk.
My brother.
You catch a whiff of that? Smells like shit. Careful not to step in it.
He must be made to take responsibility for his deeds.
We probably shouldn't drink anything open.
Sounds like you want to avenge dead old dad.
I want the Arasaka Corporation to know the truth.
How you plan to do this?
Yorinobu.
花子様、そろそろご自宅にお戻りいただいて。
すぐに済むわ。Yorinobu will soon call a meeting of the board. Representatives of all factions are expected to attend. The perfect moment for them to learn the circumstances of my father's death. I will get you into this meeting, and you will testify against my brother.
Testify.
They're gonna kill me.
Straight with you.
Help me get rid of Yorinobu. I will help you get rid of the construct.
Want me to throw Yorinobu under the bus in front of Arasaka top brass? Call me crazy, but that sounds like fucking suicide.
This I know. And that is why we will take all the necessary precautions.
Like, such as?
You will see.
Let's assume it works. Then what? You take the Arasaka throne?
Where would you get that idea?
Figured it as a given.
Next in line.
Besides, Takamura said you were supposed to step in for Yorinobu here in Night City.
Everyone must know their place, V. That is a fact my brother has never understood. I know my place, and I have no wish to change it.
No wish to, or no permission, you being a woman?
I decide my own fate, as should you. So,
Offer's intriguing. Need to think about it.
naturally, but think quickly. Yorinobu is on high alert after the parade. He may harbor suspicions.
We're getting the fuck out of here.
Are you well?
Yeah, it's just,
You are bleeding.
fuck.
It's the relic.
It seems you are running
Happens
out
a
of
lot.
time. Don't delay. Make your decision.
I'll think it over.
You could use some air. Right now.
Okay. Get there. Ah, fuck. I'm just slowly dying. Don't worry about me.
I warned you.
What are you doing?
Shit could be hours from it now, V. And you can't stand on your own 2 feet. Well, I'm good to go. Body listens to me. See what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I get it. And don't like it one bit. I'm still
Come
going
on,
strong.
face the facts. Pop some pseudo-endotrizine. Scooch and let me get behind the wheel. I'll get us to fucking Mikoshi.
Uh-huh. How exactly?
Without that porcelain cunt's help, that's for damn sure.
Don't stand a chance without help.
Right about that. But that's why I'll bring Rogue. She's not rusted through just yet. Plus, she owes me.
Maybe she'd have stuck her neck out for you a half a century ago. But now, I don't see it.
I'll convince her. After all, we know a thing or two about ops like this. We'll blast our way into Sokka Tower, just like we did back in the day. Then find the way inside Mikoshi. It's our only chance.
What about Pan Am? She offered help.
Listen up, V. Those guys are trailer tuggers. An assault on Arasaka's just not another convoy to jack. You already tried this with amateurs. Both know how that ended.
And you tried it with pros. Didn't end any fucking better.
You don't want those people involved. Their lives on the line, possibly on your conscience. Our one hope is sitting at the afterlife right now, and her name is Rogue.
Hanako's offer's on the table.
I'm sorry. Whose?
Oh, God, the crap. She actually has power. Could be our ticket.
Yeah, one-way ticket to the city morgue. That Sokka cunt scrambled your circuits. Rogue and I will handle this, just like we used to.
Gotta stop you, dickhead. What's your scheme? This is my body. I'm...
Not this time.
Johnny!
Jesus, look at you. Can't even... Great, you checking out again?
Whoa. Where are we? Are we at Victor's?
Easy there.
Yep.
Don't move just yet.
Vic.
You're in pain, I know. Delirious when you arrived, so I had to dose you with beta-haloperidol. But light oversensitivity's a good sign. Means your optic nerves aren't damaged.
My head.
Almost done stabilizing the biochip.
No, feels like...
Someone's using your head as a knife block?
How... How'd I get here?
Dragged yourself here, beat to hell and back. Gave Misty a hell of a fright. Then you shoved my patient at the time off the table and demanded you be treated immediately.
Must have been Johnny.
Element was your guardian angel. Huh?
I wasn't completely myself.
I know. And that's a bit worrying.
So, how bad we talking? That bad, huh?
All right. That should be a little better. Try sitting up. Carefully.
I'll try. Think I'm getting some feeling back.
So slowly.
Another victory for the history books. Well, looks like I can sit up all right. But I can tell you don't have good news.
How much longer is this going to go on?
You tell me.
Looking at you, not long at all. Next attack, you won't be able to crawl back here. You'll flatline in some back alley. This is your last chance to take matters into your own hands. Understand?
Yeah, I know. Thoughts on where to start?
Gee.